Da, 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 da. Baby, you broke me down, down. Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Emmie from Emmie Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So I'm going to be doing a ClairTarot reading for the energy update. There is an uptick. An uptick. Good morning. Are most of you guys stateside? Is it morning for most of you? I know I have quite a few loves in international waters, and it's not morning for you guys. You know, I actually woke up super early today, super duper early for no reason. And then I went back to sleep. I was like, F that. F that. All right. So, yeah, where are you guys from? Please do share if you feel inclined to share. Where are you from? What did I tell you? Oh my God. Was it good? I hope it was something good. Oh my God. Now I'm nervous. Was it good? Okay. LA or Louisiana? Which one? Which one? All right. Okay. Here we go. Let me just push this back. Oh, I'm dropping all kinds of stuff. I'm dropping all kind of stuff. Let me just. A lot of stuff are falling off the table. Let's pull more cards. Let's go for it. I'm catching up on sleep. Broken toe. I can't work out. I'm catching up on sleep. It's putting me in a good ass mood. Who knew? Who knew my level of sodium would decrease simply by sleeping? I'm just saying. Oh, Daddy. Daddy, I left one of my most favorite decks upstairs. It's on the bed. And that's the funniest part is that I lack sleep consistently, yet I work on a bed. I work on a bed, yet I don't sleep. All right, hold on. So, okay, getting my mind back to where it was supposed to be. The energy update. There is an uptick that is intensifying. What type of uptick is this? I don't know. Yesterday we totally reamed the twin thing. I was like, girl, you be sounding real intense and cray sometimes. I could have sworn just a few months back you were like, reunification is imminent. This fucking message, I hate this message. And then this morning you're like, let that shit go. Hey, you know what? I have, like I've said before, I have no need to be right. I just deliver messages as they come, and shit be shifting. It be shifting, you know, when the okay, I won't say that. I know y'all want to know what I was going to say, so I'll just tell you what I was going to say that I'm not going to say because it's mean. When the twin is shifty, things will shift. As I'm just saying. Nah, there are no shifty twins. It's just a process of growth. It's just a process. Oh, I have my phone up there too. Yeah. Can you bring it over here, sir? Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Can you also plug in my laptop over there? Can I also have like a kiss or something? I don't know. I just need a little something. I just need a little something. Just a little something. Okay. He's saying some stuff. Is that a new shirt? Shift be shifting. Release the Kraken. That one still needs to be a shirt. All right, guys. So seriously, things are shifting tremendously. Tremendously. All right. I don't want to pull that. Like, do you want me to pull from that deck too? Man, I already got hella decks out here. Gosh, guys, I already got hella decks. I might as well be like, one more deck. No. All right, here we go. I just wasn't ready. Channeling some of that. See, I can't even. Channeling some of that Kevin Hart. She wasn't ready. No. Sometimes I'd be saying that, like I'd be in the bath doing some bath magic. I do soak in a bath when I need to recalibrate. I hate water. It's freaking ridiculous. I'm a Pisces that hates water. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. I'm calibrated. I'm not, but here goes. Oh, well, that's cute. So there is an uptick in energy. It is a delightful energy, okay? It's something that you could do plenty of things with if you so choose to. You don't have to always be so heavy, all right? The energy doesn't always have to be so serious, so heavy, so, because there's this common misconception about spirituality, the whole concept of spirituality, where you always have to be like, this is not a joke. Why are you laughing? Because shit's funny. That's why I'm laughing. That's why, because it's funny. To me, it is. So you have to just allow yourself to be fully present and really just enjoy the moment. You know, enjoy the moment. There will be plenty of people telling you that you are living wrong, that you are processing wrong, that you are wounded, that there's trauma, and this one reason or another why you should be miserable with your life. And really, you don't have to be miserable with your life if you don't feel miserable. And I'm just not a miserable person. I'm not a miserable Mary. I'm delightful when I want to be. Card number 8, choices. Why are we going back to that topic? That topic is done. That topic is done. We walked away yesterday. Remember? We walked away. Choices. I don't like this message as much as I don't like her nipples. Her nipples look odd. Just like how this message feels odd. Let me just shut this down. I don't know. Take this with a grain of salt. This is a message coming from someone with odd nipples. Okay. Choices. Card number 8. 8 being the number of reunification of self and soul. So here's the thing. There are choices to be made. Those who have decided yesterday to walk away from certain soul-based connections, that walking away is igniting a fire under their ass. And now they're like, oh, fuck. I can't play my games no more. That's right, boo-boo. No more of those fucking games. I'm trying to rationalize that. The use of that expletive, that fricative, I was just spitting out. The use of that fricative was very necessary. Okay, calm down. So this is the rise of the feminine energies within each of us, okay? There are choices needing to be made. Are you going to nurture yourself? Are you going to continue to nurture, oh, I almost said it, parasitic connection. Are you going to, what are you going to do? Are you going to nurture yourself? Or are you going to nurture connections that drain you? Because, I mean, I'm not saying that twins or soulmates are parasites directly. I'm saying that if the connection drains you, that is a parasitic connection. Okay, there you go. Me, 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 me. I choose me. All right. It's time to get logical. It's time to get cerebral. It's time to speak on things, okay? This is your voice rising to the surface. This is your personal power, allowing you to use logic, because way too many of us have been using spirituality as an excuse to perpetuate toxicity. I've become so obsessed with the royal footage. It's fucking ridiculous. Who gives a crackhen about Harry and Megxit? I do. I do. I do. Both hands up. Both hands up. I do. YouTube needs to block me from that shit. I keep suggesting more stuff, and I'm like, oh, what other rules do they have to follow? That's right, Megan. Fuck the rules. Fuck the royal rules. I was saying this shit yesterday. And I was like, I don't know. Are you bitchy? Is that what it is? Are you telling him what to do? They might be twins is what it is. They might be twins. Not using that logic. So here you go. Mercury retrograde. Hey, Daddy, can you just Google real quick when the next retrograde is? Is that the uptick of energy? I'm going to have to talk to Alex. Unified astrology. He knows all the biz. He knows all the biz on planetary positioning. What? February 17th?
June 18th to July 12th.
That is so fucked up. So basically the entirety of Pisces season is in Mercury retrograde. Good luck, humanity. Try a Pisces. See what happens. Are you kidding me right now? So like Aquarius Pisces cusp all the way to like almost the end.
Yeah, so Aquarius to Pisces.
I need to just see straight right now. I'm real pissed off. How are you going to have that happen? Card number 51, Mercury retrograde reinvention. A lot of shit's going to go wrong in order for you to reinvent yourself. A lot of shit is going to go wrong. A lot of things are going to go backwards. Felix. Are you a Pisces? Felix is beside me. A lot of stuff, okay? This uptick in energy is probably loading the charge for that resistance. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. I'm real fucking sour suddenly. Card number 27, receiving. We're pulling in quite a bit of energy, quite a bit. This is going to lead to enough agitation to cause us to choose to rise. Really, because if you think about things, when you experience enough level of agitation, you eventually will put your foot down and be like, F this, what the hell's going on? I'm not down with this. Excuse me. Did you know that garlic was banned from the royal palace? Did you know that when the queen stops eating, regardless of whether you're done or not, you have to stop eating too? I'm a slow ass eater. I'm just going to starve if I'm royal. I'm just going to starve. I'm going to be like, look, stop eating so damn fast. You're just so inconsiderate. If this rule is going to exist, you need to slow down and chew your food. Okay, focus. Potential. The potential is there for a massive explosion. This energy right here, paired with the cerebral aspect of this experience, and then choices needing to be made. We got a level 5 clinger. It's a level 5 clinger, and it's gonna we went from delightful to potential explosion. Oh, 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 oh. All my single ladies, all my single ladies, all my single. Oh, she looked like Beyonce. I hope her nipples don't look like that, because are they inverted? I don't know. That's just so weird. She looks like Beyonce with inverted nipples. I don't know. I don't know. But here's the thing. Ooh, oh my God. Repetition. Now I'm scared. So again, okay, card number 27, receiving. You're going to receive an uptick of energy, like a really intense uptick of energy. And that's what's going to cause the loading of the charge for agitation, you know? And then here goes card number 27, self-worth. And look, still covered. Do not try and negotiate your self-worth. Don't do it. Don't try and negotiate. This is not a negotiation. There is no bartering when it comes to your self-worth. You are not to be put on clearance. You are not to be buy one, get one free. What the hell? Oh, good God. Is that what this is about? Buy one, get one free? No, bichacho. No. Okay. Self-worth. Determine what your self-worth is and stick with it. Regardless of what people are going to try and convince you because of this retrograde, this is really nothing more than an opportunity for us to go ahead and really examine and understand who agrees with our worth and who doesn't. Because really, regardless of whether they agree or not, it doesn't matter. Your worth is your worth. It doesn't matter. Your worth is your worth. Okay, here goes. Look at that. All of this information coming down as a direct download. A lot of cleansing of the third eye, draining of the third eye, draining of that stagnant energy. You have to allow this process, because you're going to begin to realize there's people within your circle that just should not be there. They just shouldn't be there. Oh shit. Is that a gem or is that a coffin? Oh my God. Oh, shit. Okay, so that looked like a coffin to me. I don't know. I'm a little bit morbid at this point, hearing about fucking totality of Pisces season being in retro. Merc ret sucks. So a lot of people are, what in the holy shit? Those look like boats, a tsunami, like, what the fuck's going on? Okay. Okay. Look at this. So energetic release, that energetic release from Gaia could be something that manifests as volcanic eruption. There's a lot of volcanoes going active. Is this the end of the world? No. Get away from that storyline. No, it's not the end of the world. It is not the end of the world. Okay, someone commented that, like I had posted on Facebook. I reshared that 3 volcanoes along the perimeter of the Ring of Fire has gone active. And I find that interesting, because what is going on that it's around the perimeter? Is there going to be a new landmass? And then someone's like, the world's not going to end. Who the fuck said the world's ending? And they're like, well, why did you post that if you know? How would I know that you would think that? If I myself don't think that, how would I know you think that? Because you're idiota. Like, you want to just argue. You're the doom and gloom, not me. I didn't think none of that shit. The world don't end, y'all. The world don't end. So I see a lot of boats. I see a huge crest of water. What does this mean for us, though? There's going to be shifting of tectonic plates, shifting of what? I'm might have to pull more cards. Card number 24, a new birth guarded vigilantly. Oh, this might be tied to the uptick of energy. Because remember, laws of reciprocal reflection state that whatever happens to Gaia will be happening to us as well internally. So she's going through an internal process. We're going through an internal process, and we're experiencing the symptomatic presentation. And this process leads to new birth. You know, card number 24, new birth, guarded vigilantly. It's okay for you to want to defend yourself and protect yourself. That's fine. That's definitely fine. You should be wanting to make sure that you're not going to be mistreated. That's fine. But when you become something that's overprotective, where you're choosing to see pretty much everything that's happening as an attack on you, that's not fine. That's an instability that probably needs to be addressed. So card number 25, first house, the body. Ooh, Gaia is the body. We are a reflection of the body. It's like old things cropping up. Mm-hmm. There you go. There's your divine counterpart stalking your ass. There. He's stalking you, okay? You've already turned your back. He's still stalking you. No, but for some it is true. For some it's true, but whatever. Let them stalk. This really has a feeling of old conditions that you thought you had resolved, successfully found resolution for, might be cropping back up, like those who, I love y'all. Don't say TF, no BOGO, no BOGO. Hashtag no BOGO. I lost my fucking train of thought. The train left the station. The train left the station. All right. This is about forgiveness. A lot of things that I just said, a lot of the things that have been stored deep within you, things you thought you've resolved, are probably going to be rising up and needing to be released. Forgiveness has more to do with you allowing yourself to walk forward, okay? You don't need an apology from someone else. You don't necessarily need closure. That's one more thing to cause you to drag your feet in your self-healing process. When you allow the wound to heal, it will naturally close. Let that sink in. When you allow the wound to heal, it will naturally seal itself. It will naturally close. The problem is that we have these psychological and spiritual theories that really make no sense. It sounds good, but it makes no sense because it's really perpetuating that victim aggressor cycle. Okay, the whole concept of you need to forgive, they need to apologize, you need closure. That just keeps picking at the scab, and that's just not going to heal if you keep picking at the scab. Sometimes what you have to do is just allow it to air out, be exposed to air, and let it seal itself shut. Let it get real dry and seal itself shut. Now, if we keep applying bandages and creams and ointments because there are salvation, no. It keeps the wound moist. It prevents it from healing at an accelerated rate. So these are your shadow aspects trying to reach for the light, okay? Trying to be acknowledged. It's time for that. You can either see this as dusk, where you're entering a dark night of the soul, or you can see this as a dawning of a new day where you're finishing that dark night of the soul. You're done with that process. You're moving forward from it. You're no longer willing to negotiate your self-worth. You're no longer willing to wait. The choice has been made for you to determine your worth and stick with it. Okay? Stick with it. You have to begin walking your truth. Card number 35, walk your truth. Walk your truth however you see fit. Walk it at a pace that's comfortable for you. Okay, one that challenges you but doesn't vex you. One that doesn't cause further aggravation. Oh, Michael, you know, you did that. I'm really pissed. I'm legit pissed off. So for walk your truth card, you know, walk at a pace that's comfortable for you. That's what I was just saying. And then Michael tells me to make sure you guys understand running is not walking. And that sometimes when you choose such a quick pace, it's sort of a form of avoidance. And I was quietly in my head telling him, shut up. Like, don't insert yourself in what I'm discussing. And then he said, well, take a look at you. You've been walking at such a quick, and he air quotes, walking at such a quick pace that you had to be slowed down. You fucked with my toe? You broke my pinky toe to slow me down? Okay. We gonna fight after this live is done. We gonna do a death match. Me and Michael. We gonna do a fucking death match. With all the toes, the pinky, the little one, the baby. The baby. Uh-huh. You're a fucking dick, bro. Here you go. The kiss of Judas. Broke my fucking toe. I need a second to wrap my mind around this. Well, Maud says conversation might have been nice before that. But he was saying that I've he laughing. I'm laughing too. Fuck you, muchacho. He's fucking laughing. He thinks this shit's funny. You think it's funny, huh? Okay. So be careful. Oh, this card's talking about self-betrayal. He said, I betrayed myself. I betrayed myself. It was my avoidance. Every level of avoidance led to that. Because I was trying to avoid stepping in an area where the carpet was wet. My husband ran the carpet cleaner on a certain area of carpet, and I was trying to avoid it, and that's how I broke my fucking toe. So don't betray yourself. Don't be like me. Sagittarius, I see. Card number 21, Sagittarius, I see. Allow yourself to see with clarity what the target actually is. 77% at 848. Allow yourself to see with clarity what the target is. What is a target? What is your objective with this growth cycle? Is the objective still someone outside of yourself? Or is the objective you, your growth, and someone outside of you is being utilized to refocus your attention back onto your growth? So I just don't get why the toe had to be fucked with. You totally could have done something else. Card number 44, visions of life beyond death. So there are quite a few people watching. You need to close your eyes to the distractions. You have to allow this process of your spiritual or shamanic death, a draining of your third eye, And this will lead to the guidance that you need. Okay, you're going to be directed by your internal compass straight through to your shadow aspects to be reborn again, to be upgraded. Now, with this, you're just really annoying me, Michael. You're really annoying the shit out of me right now. And there's a high probability I'm about to have an entire fucking tantrum directed at you. If you can kindly leave the entirety of my space. So, I hurt both toes. It's the left that's broken. I hurt both pinky toes, both fucking baby toes. I'm just saying, keep the fucking toe. I don't even need that toe. Keep it. So you're not to swim with the other fish, all right? You are leading the way for the other fish who are witnessing your growth. You're leading the way. So keep your focus on yourself. Just worry about yourself. Michael about to catch some heat. He about to catch some. Is this a makeup thing? This is just so fucking ridiculous. I'm sick and tired of this. Okay, I'm sick and tired of these stupid ass messages that you be giving me, Michael. I really am. I really am. Yeah, I probably do need to eat, unless you're telling me that in a sexual context. I am getting quite a bit hangry. I am. I keep on falling. In out of love with you. Sometimes I love you. Sometimes you make me blue. At times I feel good. Sometimes I feel used. Loving you, darling. All right. This card is thrown away. That's some personal bullshit that needs to go away. All right, here we go. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck the whole spread. Now I'm really. Daddy, I need some hugs. Daddy, I need some hugs. This shit's triggering me. All right. Okay. I will bring the card back. Leave me alone, bro. For real. Leave me alone. Okay. Here we go. There is a heat in this space. A heat. Okay. Are you telling me to stop? Because I'm not funny. What's funny is you can start your own motherfucking live stream and get your answers for yourself. That's what's fucking funny. Okay. Yeah. So, Julie, sit on it and spin. I'm not a lady. Okay. So, here's the thing. There's a lot of heat that's occurring. This heat definitely is going to cause quite a bit of uptick. Quite a bit of uptick. Uptick in emotion, uptick in the intensity of your thoughts regarding the emotions. Just a lot of intensity. A lot of intensity. And it's this sense where you could either see this card as Javanka. I know people, it ain't even worth my time. You can either see this as something like a sexual connection, but that's a distraction. I see those hands trying to force you to focus on what's in front of you, not as a romantic thing. Okay. I see those hands placed there for a reason. And here's the thing. This is like a combination of both dragon and phoenix energy. Dragon and phoenix energy. It's a magnetism of your polarized parts. It's totally a magnetism of your polarized parts. And the thing is this, the fragments are coming back together, the fragments of you. This is not about another person, okay? The fragments of you are coming back. It's being drawn back in. The closer it gets to you, the more intense those fragments are drawn to you, okay? These are about your fractals. You have to use discernment in your interpretation of what's going on, because really it's a lot of distractions that's going to be put before you. Just like Julie is a distraction. No, refocus. Allow yourself to be fully present when it comes to receiving the messages from your soul. All right. And with that, an alliance is being formed with all your parts coming in from all directions. Now, these parts are going to be delivered to you sometimes by your own consciousness, sometimes by individuals outside of you, because honestly, her face looks like that's war paint. You know what I'm saying? Like a taking off of the human mask, the facade, a taking off of the layers of you that really aren't you. Like people like Julie was trying to force me to behave in a way that's not organic with me, you know. And yes, I'm not a lady. I'm just me. I don't need to fit in little boxes. And this is a process of really acknowledging the internal war that's occurring. Every single time you try and dilute yourself for someone else's preferences, you create another war within yourself. No more of that. You got to face things head on, just like the buffalo with the storms. When the storms are coming, the buffalo don't run away from the storm. They charge through it. And it's time for you to just charge through the things that are trying to come to the forefront of your attention. With this card, preservation, you know, really, this is about you allowing what needs to die to die. Mourn those aspects of yourself that are long and gone. Once upon a time, for a large portion of my life, I existed as a Stepford soul. Everything meticulously planned. Makeup had to be flawless, not a hair out of place. Outfit flawless. Vehicle clean and polished. Everything, every word out of my mouth was first filtered through society's filter of what is appropriate. Is this too much? Is this a heavy concept? Yeah, fuck that shit. Nope, no more of that. No more of that. I come live when I feel like coming live. I will come live with my hair brushed, not brushed, greasy as fuck, freshly washed, no makeup, full face of makeup, triple stack lash, however the fuck I feel like it. Whatever inspires me that day, that's what you're going to see. And maybe that's what all of this agitation is about, that release of your potential. Recognizing people will always have their expectations and condemnations of you. Some people consider chickadees to be a pest because they shit everywhere. There's so many of them, they shit everywhere. Okay? They're delightful as fuck. Chickadees are delightful as fuck. I am a chickadee and I am reaching my potential. And really, you know, going back to the other card, forgiveness. This is about you allowing yourself to move forward from that moment where you realize you haven't really been being you. You haven't been being you for a long time, for a very, very long time. You have been allowing yourself to be watered down. And here's the thing. People are like, you know, in terms of alcohol, they're like, I'm 100 proof. That's 50% by volume, boo-boo. If you want to be full on, no watered down, you got to be 200 proof. That's the illusion that you're participating in. Thinking you're 100 proof, not failing to realize you're only operating at 50%. So let that sink in. Let that sink in. At this point, you know what? I'm not even 100, 200. I'm fucking straight up lambanog. Okay, you know what that is? That is the alcohol of my people. That is fucking coconut moonshine. What's up? Would clean out your whole engine with me. I'm coconut moonshine. Singe your nose hairs. Let that sink in. I am told to pull from this deck. Not by Michael. He's out. Okay. What is that about? You're going to have some hot pot city? Making yourself some fun? What is this about? Oh, that looks like an apothecary at your feet. You brewing up some juju? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. You know, I just wanted to take a moment to apologize to Julie. I'm so sorry that you're such a dick. That's just me being naughty. I'm done. I'm done. I just wanted to extra show her she can't tell me what to do. Tell me how to act. You know, if my mama couldn't do it, and I love my mama, bichacho, you is not going to do it. You is not the one. You is not the one. You are not the chosen. Okay, I'll stop. All right, let us see. Now my toe is throbbing. Knight of Cups, subtlety. Ooh, trickery. A sly and cunning person. A person capable of swindling. This is about artificial existence. Are you cheating yourself? Are you cheating yourself? Is that what this card is really telling us? That it's time to forgive yourself for cheating yourself of a full existence, a true, fully present existence. I'm wondering if that's what this is about. I'm really wondering. So, okay. A lot of cups here. Well, actually, just two. What is that sound? What is that sound? Two of Cups in reverse. Unsatisfactory love, false friendship, troubled relationship, divorce, separation, cross desires, misunderstanding. I'm wondering if this has to do with a relationship of the masculine and the feminine within you. I'm wondering. This could be letting you know that it's time to let go of this, that the choice is very clear. It's something that has been toxic to you, will continue to be toxic to you, and it's time to move forward from it. It could be that. In all seriousness, it's not going to be that for everyone. We're not going to put off all of our failures onto the shoulders of that soul connection, okay? You just can't. You have to take accountability for your choices. So this is about subordination, ravage, bondage, malevolence, subservience, downfall, weird experience, bad outside influence or advice, black magic, unexpected failure. For some, this really might include dark influence, like things are being attempted on you without your permission or knowing. But it's feeling to me like the general population has been under glamour. If you don't know what glamour is, it's a form of magic. Glamour is what's used to cause you to interpret the visual and audible information that you're taking in. You're misinterpreting it. It's being used to perpetuate a storyline. It's being used to continue to fuel the phantom matrix that we exist within. I think that's part of the release and the forgiveness, the walking away from this matrix, the explosion of our potential as a species. It can no longer be contained or held back. And they would like to convince us that this is something we're all going to die. We're all going to, no, just no. A reset has occurred several times in the history of this earth plane. Even with humanity, a reset has occurred several times already. I believe like 3 or 4 times. And it's been written about in esoteric texts. More than just the Bible and the flood of Moses. Things have been written about in the Upanishads, in the Vedic texts, like a whole bunch of different esoteric texts. You can find this information. Oh, I almost tipped over. You can find this information if you really want to look for it. I had watched a short video. Someone had forwarded me a short video. Well, it wasn't a short video. I stopped watching because it was, for me personally, it was utter bullshit. And the individual was talking about, like, they've hidden this information from us. No, the fuck they haven't. They've tried to convince you don't have the information. They've offered you things like New Age. They've offered you things like spiritualism. They've offered you, first they used religion, and then that was no longer effective. So they moved it to science. God's not real. Really, you think if God was real, it would need your permission to exist? This shit's hilarious to me. And I don't mean God of the Bible. Okay. I don't mean God of the Bible. And then what ended up happening when that didn't take as good of a foothold as they wanted, they went ahead and rolled out the New Age. And that was the perfect conduit to really anchor our energies into this phantom matrix and allow us to continue feeding the very things that, we didn't want to feed. But there's a lot of confusion as to how much do we really know, how much information is being hidden from us. All of this shit is locked in your DNA. Information is stored in your genetics, passed down directly from mother to child, mother to child. The mitochondria is what stores all of this information. How do you think they were able, the scientists were able to say, we all came from one woman in Africa? They trace mitochondria back. Mother to child, a direct, unbreakable link. Mother to child, mother to child. And all of these things that we're exposed to, these endocrine disruptors, the BPA or whatever, all the plastics, the things that are being sprayed, those are endocrine disruptors. And they destroy the integrity of the mitochondria. Let that sink in. That's right. Let that sink in. Daddy, I needed a hug earlier. I needed a hug. I was triggered. I was so triggered. Some lady told me I wasn't funny. I'm fucking funny. I am fucking funny. Some lady. Now he's all riled up. Who told you that? Because I'm fucking funny. Only to myself most of the time. It's okay. I find life to be fucking hilarious. Oh, that's why I love him. He gets all my jokes, even if they're not funny. That's the best kind of love ever. He laughs at all my jokes, regardless of how stupid they sound. 7 of Swords. New plans, wishes, fortitude, perseverance, hope, confidence, fantasy, partial success. So here we are breaking away from this phantom matrix. We're really fighting for it this time. We're really fighting for it. And sometimes, you got to fight for things, okay? Sometimes you have to accept that you're worth fighting for. Now, if I had like a management team or a handler, if I was really trying to, make this into something, I'm pretty sure my management team would tell me, okay, you can't address people that are, triggering you. You have to just kind of smile and take it. No. Nine of coins. Accomplishment, discernment, discretion, foresight, prudence, material well-being, love of nature. This is about shifting everything, okay? As you walk, your choices become evident and your self-worth does as well. As you walk forward, you recognize your potential and you delight in who you are and you forgive yourself. Again, it's about you. Forgiving yourself for participating in things that don't honor you. All right. Reaching. Oh, so notice the figure reaching for the moon. Okay. Moon energy is yin energy. It's negative, dark energy. It's also considered goddess energy. The goddess has been depleted, and there you are, reaching for her, wanting to be nurtured again, to be brought back home. Or that could be us finally standing up for her, raising her back up to her rightful place. How do you want to see this? How does this resonate for you? Are you feeling broken and needing her to nurture you? Or are you feeling empowered enough to raise her back to her rightful place? Let that kind of just do whatever it does within your consciousness. Everyone's going to have a different feeling about it. Everyone's going to have a different answer. And that's okay. Everyone should be different. We're not all supposed to be in the same place, spiritually speaking. So we also have 4 of staves in reverse, loss of full tranquility, unfulfilled romance, insecurity, tarnished beauty, incomplete happiness. So this is where we're at. This is where we've been, trying to balance things that are almost impossible to balance, all the way through to our old age, never being free to just enjoy the life we're in, constantly having to balance. Now, if we understand that when you are centered in your truth, naturally you will have balance. You won't have to try. Ooh, 93% at 912. That comes out to 1212. This is the start of a journey. Ooh, there was 111 watchers and 27 thumbs. That comes out to 12 too. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Have you been spending your entire life trying to balance, trying to be something better than what you are right now? This concept of, if I only had this, if only this happened, if only that, after this, after that, after, that's the whole balancing act. That's the whole balancing act. It's nothing more than a distraction. That's all it is. It's a distraction. It's a Julie. It's a distraction. We're going to call this the Julie card. There's no more need to balance. Allow yourself to return to center and enjoy the balance that naturally comes with it. Enjoy the balance that naturally comes with being centered, okay? So card number 0, the Fool. He looked like he had a little bit too much of a good time. What happened, boo? What happened? He looks confuzzled. Confused and puzzled, confuzzled. Folly, lack of discipline, immaturity, irrationality, frivolity, delirium, frenzy, enthusiasm. Is that us right now? We hear these things that trigger a remembrance of a fractal of our truth, and we're suddenly super inspired and ready to go, and we don't really even know where we're going. You have to slow down. You have to slow down and allow yourself to really receive the information from your higher self, not from me, from your higher self. Slow down, allow your process to bring to the forefront of your field of awareness the things you need to recognize right now. And when you allow this process to continue, where you're allowing things to come to the forefront of your awareness one by one without trying to control, what ends up happening is you just will randomly suddenly see yourself in center. You know, being nomadic has nothing to do with this. You can accomplish this living in a nomadic way, or you can accomplish this living in a house and working a 9 to 5. It really, that's another facade. That's another illusion that we're being told. This is something we cannot achieve in the environment we're in right now. You can achieve it anywhere. And I've lived as a nomad for multiple years. I lived as a nomad. I didn't just live in an RV. We were constantly on the go. Constantly. We didn't stay in a city more than like 48 hours. It would be very rare, very, very rare for us to be in one spot for a week. Very, very rare. Maybe you're not trapped in the house. Maybe the house is being used to confine the body so the mind can be free to explore itself. Maybe. I believe that I had to be nomadic for a period because I am so ridiculously domestic. It's freaking insane. I love domesticness. I was making my children's bread from scratch, from raw materials, and I was making all their food from scratch. I was trying to be a little farmer and shit. And what ended up happening is, I ran a very, very tight ship, homeschooled full time, full stay-at-home mom. And that became the distraction. Not that my children are distractions, but I fully immersed myself in the role of homemaker to the point where I was able to block out much of my spiritual growth. And so Soul was like, we're going to make you so uncomfortable and so exhausted from traveling, you won't have a chance to avoid this growth. And so I had to travel. I had to. Oftentimes I would be brought to locations because we didn't have any plan. We didn't. We just kind of go wherever Soul is telling us, north, south, east, west. We just go. And when we're tired for the day, we look for an RV park or we find a parking lot and we boondock it. We have a generator. We have everything. We boondock it. When we get hungry, we pull over and we eat. We cook and we eat. But it definitely was an experience that opened my eyes to how much I was avoiding my own path. It was very difficult. It was very difficult to process emotionally and mentally, not because the traveling was hard, but because it forced me to not avoid myself. And it was one of the most beautiful experiences of my life. One of the most, because you have finite space within an RV. And so all the material distractions, I have a large family and I have 3 animals all stuffed into an RV. And so we had finite space. And it really, for me personally, my family has always been close. We've always enjoyed each other's company, but this took that closeness to another level, the level of cooperation was definitely elevated. I'm lucky. I've always had My children have always been very sensitive to my needs, my husband's needs, and they help each other out because that's not an option. You know, they can voice their, do I have to do this? Absolutely. You're a part of this family, and a family helps every member of that family. There are no questions about that. You can feel however the heck you feel about it, but absolutely you have to. Absolutely. And so that's what they've grown up knowing. That's the only truth they know. If you are family, you are to be helped when you need the help. And I will call you out if you're just being lazy. And they have no problem calling each other. You're just being lazy right now. You can do that yourself. So it was a lot of stuff that needed to be experienced on a personal level, a soul level, as a family unit. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was one of the most simplest existences. And I'm really big on a simple existence. I love it. I love it. You could put me in a shack in the woods and I'd thrive. I would absolutely thrive. I'd never leave. That's just how I am. I would never leave. I'd be like, leave me alone here. Give me a buck knife and some flint. Leave me alone. So yeah, this reading is all about understanding the uptick in energy is going to serve you in the long run. You have to know your worth. You have to allow yourself to really, really immerse yourself in your journey. Be fully present. Don't allow people to shrink you. Don't allow people to tell you how to behave. Don't allow people to do any of that to you. Nope, nope, nope. Okay? You are a sovereign soul. You do not allow people to trample all over the garden of your mind. It's not allowed. And whether your jokes are funny or not, if you feel like joking, you go ahead and joke. As long as you find it funny. As long as you find the humor in it, you go ahead. Okay? You go ahead. Hello, Donna. I have been watching quite a bit about the Megxit. I have to stop watching it. It doesn't even affect me. I never knew the intricacies. I never knew. So you guys, I do need to finish readings. Hold on really quick. Who have I done? I think I stopped at Sagittarius. All right. So I'm going to do all of these others. If you haven't already given this video a thumbs up, please do. Please do give this video a thumbs up. I just need to see if I can come live again. So that's not even the right day. Yeah, I can come live again. I'll be live in a few minutes to do readings for the zodiacs. Hopefully I get it done soon. All right, bye guys. Oh, subscribe to my channel, turn on that notification bell, join me every single time I'm live. And let me just, hold on. There we go. There you go. All right, bye guys.